Rains were pouring in Jamaica. Landslides were happening and roads were being damaged. And whilst that was happening, earthquake tremors were felt in parts of St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. Catherine on Sunday, November 8, 2020. The earthquake unit at the University of the West Indies, Mona, mentioned that sections of Jamaica were rocked by a 3.4 magnitude earthquake on the afternoon of Sunday, November 8th. According to the earthquake unit, the earthquake happened at 2:59 p.m. The epicenter was near Trinityville in St. Thomas. The earthquake was also felt in parts of Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. Catherine. The epicenter of the earthquake was located approximately 7 kilometers northwest of Trinityville in St. Thomas. According to the earthquake unit, it had a focal depth of 6.9 kilometers. This 3.4 magnitude earthquake was considered to be a minor earthquake, although it was felt in various sections of Jamaica. The earthquake has come to Jamaica amidst several roadways across the island being impacted by high flood waters and landslides, which are caused by rainfall, which continues to lash sections of the island. The heavy downpour of rain is associated with the outer bands of Tropical Storm Eta. Eta has made landfall in Cuba and it is heading towards Florida. Tropical Storm Eta made landfall on the south-central coast of Cuba earlier on Sunday, and it is being predicted to bring a dangerous storm surge and life-threatening flash flooding to the island. Prior to making landfall in Cuba, the emergency authorities issued an alarm phase for various western and central regions of the island. The president is quoted as saying that there is no time to waste and protection is the priority at this time. According to the National Hurricane Center, Eta was located just north of central Cuba and was moving towards the north near 14 miles per hour or 22 kilometers per hour. It was expected to make a gradual turn towards the north-northwest by the afternoon of Sunday, followed by a northwestward turn and a westward motion by early Monday. Based on the forecast track of the tropical storm, the center of Eta will continue to move over Florida Straits between Cuba and the Bahamas, pass near or over the Florida Keys, and then into early Monday, it will be over the southeastern Gulf of Mexico, late Monday and Tuesday. Based on reports coming in, the maximum sustained winds have increased to near 65 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour, with higher gusts. Additional strengthening is forecast during the next 48 hours. Over the next 2 days, Eta's forecast is that it will become a hurricane prior to it reaching the Florida Keys. Tropical storm conditions are therefore expected to start in South Florida on Sunday. There has been a declaration of an emergency for Broward, Collier, Hendry, Lee, Martin, Miami-Dade, Monroe, and Palm Beach counties in South Florida because out of an abundance of caution. The counties include the cities of Miami, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers, and Key West. In the interim, disaster plans are also in place in Mexico, while evacuation and relief efforts continue in Guatemala and Honduras, which have been the hardest hit by the storm so far, with dozens of persons fearing missing or having lost their lives. In Honduras, approximately 23 persons have passed away and 2 are considered missing. Approximately 9,060 persons are staying in 170 shelters at this time. Torrential rains from Tropical Storm Eta has caused dangerous flooding across Florida's most densely populated urban areas on Monday after it made landfall in the Florida Keys. Many cars were stranded and entire neighborhoods were swamped as flash floods rose in areas where the water had no place to drain. Tropical Storm Eta's wide reach and heavy rains has posed a serious threat across South Florida, an area already drenched from more than 14 inches of rain in September and October 2020. Now, Tropical Storm Eta could dump an additional 6 to 12 inches of rain across Florida. In some areas, the water is not pumping out as fast as it's coming in. Eta's center hit land late Sunday as it blew over Lower Matacom in the middle of the chain of small islands that form the Florida Keys. It was moving into the Gulf of Mexico early Monday, near where the Everglades meet the sea, with maximum sustained winds of approximately 65 miles per hour. It was centered to the south of Naples, moving to the west-northwest at 13 miles per hour. Based on statements coming from forecasters, it could re-intensify into a minimal hurricane as it slowly moves up the southwest Gulf Coast, centered just far enough offshore to maintain its strength while dumping vast amounts of water across the lower third of the Florida Peninsula. Tropical Storm Eta also was not done with Cuba, just 90 miles south of Florida, where the storm continued to swell rivers and flood coastal zones on Monday. Approximately 2,500 persons and an additional amount of 22,500 persons were also evacuated with no reports of any loss of lives, whilst the rainfall continued with total accumulations of up to 25 inches being predicted. Eta initially hit Nicaragua as a Category 4 hurricane, before wreaking havoc across Central America. Emergency authorities from Panama to Mexico were still surveying the damage after days of torrential rainfall. The official loss of life tolls total at least 68 persons, but hundreds more are missing, and many thousands were in shelters after flash floods tore through communities of impoverished homes and unstable mountainsides. Eta continues to lash South Florida with flooding rainfall, strong winds, storm surges, and high surf in parts of the region. Eta's long-term forecast is highly uncertain at this time. However, it made landfall in the Florida Keys late Sunday night, and it is tracking near South Florida, where heavy rainfall, strong winds, storm surges, and high surf are expected to continue on Monday to Tuesday. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about all of these disasters that continue to occur in the year 2020. Of course, Eta is not letting up. It keeps on going and going and going, and it is now affecting both Cuba and Florida. The rains have barely left Jamaica, but on Sunday, whilst the rain was pouring and whilst the land was slipping, an earthquake was shaking parts of St. Thomas, Kingston, and St. Andrew, and even in St. Catherine. I hope you remain safe as these disasters pass by.